So this is the interview process. I'm not going to take you through every step, but I can send you that step-by-step guide if you email me at the end. I want to focus on 2 steps within our pyramid here. It's the culture interview is the second step. I do not care if the individual before me came from the Four Seasons, is the best chef or the best cocktail artist in the city of Toronto. If they do not pass our culture interview, they do not go to skill set. I don't care, we exit them right away. Reed Hastings, the CEO of Netflix, says it best. We will not tolerate brilliant jerks because the cost of teamwork is too high. So during the culture interview, we ask 2 questions per core value that we have. And I've built this pyramid to be scalable because I need 75% of my team to be able to interview because everyone must act like a recruiter for our company. So in theory, I can have a dishwasher host this interview process for any candidate because we're scaling quickly. We're all hands on deck when it comes to recruiting. So we'll ask 2 interview questions per core value. We have 5 core values. But there's a couple other questions that I like to ask as well too. One question, I want you to think of the answer to this. Let's say you are applying to be a hostess. I'm going to ask you a question, and this question's asked to hostesses, bartenders, dishwashers, everyone, because everyone goes through this exact same process. The questions start changing when it comes to the skill set. But the culture interviews are the same for every position. So here's the question. What is an indulgence that you cannot live without that costs less than $20? What is an indulgence you can't live without that costs less than $20? Who's got an answer for me? Keep it legal because a lot of your peers are here. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
The bottle of red wine that I always buy at home.
What is the brand?
It's a Rioja Tempranillo.
Oh, that's really hard to pronounce. Rioja.
Tempranillo is great.
Okay, let's just call it R. Keep it simple. What grape is it?
The grape is Tempranillo.
Oh, okay, got it. Cool. So I'm writing that down. What about here? $20 indulgence that you can't live without?
Starbucks.
What roast?
Oh, just a medium roast with coconut milk.
Coconut milk. Okay, great. Somebody over here?
Netflix.
Fantastic. Okay. You probably already have Netflix, right?
Yes.
Okay. What accompanies your Netflix? Is it a nice blanket? Is it popcorn? Is it what do you got going on?
1 bottle of wine.
Okay, what type of one? Because it usually is 2, and you're just kind of limiting yourself to 1. What brand and what grape?
Cabernet or Pinot.
Fantastic. Congratulations, guys. You were all hired. What do you think is waiting at your workstation on day 1 of onboarding? It's your $20 gift and a handwritten card from our ownership team saying, and the language matters in this message, thank you for choosing us. We understand that you could get hired by any company on this street. King Street is where all the restaurants and bars are in Toronto. Thank you for choosing us. We can't wait to build this business with you. Okay, language matters in your business to build your culture. I don't allow employees to call me boss. It creeps me out. I don't say I work for him. I'm like, we work together, period. So why do I do that $20 gesture, okay? The warm and fuzzies, I heard some people say, aw, right? So I get it, right? The warm and fuzzies, but I'm asking you guys now to deliver an experience to our customers that they've never seen before. Shame on me if I'm not willing to do that for you. I'm now asking you to care about a stranger. Listen, when you ask your team members to deliver a great experience, you are asking them to care about a stranger. I must do that for you too, because at the very beginning, we're strangers, and hopefully we build a relationship, so that's not the case in time, but on day 1, we're strangers. And lastly, here's the real benefit from an operations perspective. You guys are just about to go into training. I need to influence your engagement on day 1, because once you go into training, I need your knowledge retention to be high. And the best way to do that is to create an experience that you've never seen before to increase that engagement, because knowledge retention will get higher because of that. Not only that, if you haven't bought into this yet, the last thing is own the dinner table. That's a chapter in my book, Own the Dinner Table. And what I mean by that is you're going to go back to your homes and perhaps your spouse or your children is going to say, where did you get that gift? And you're going to tell that story. And now I got your family squad on my side. They're never going to let you quit.